Okay, in the last class, just we have created a Linux virtual machine, and we have discussed some package management aspects, and we have tested whether the server is working or not, and we have tested it from command line as well as browser by opening 80 port number. So today our activity is okay. Yes, so because these are all the basics before we are going to start Azure DevOps, actual Azure DevOps. Actual Azure DevOps we are going to start from next Tuesday onwards. Okay. Meanwhile, let us discuss all these fundamental aspects which are essentials to Azure DevOps. Okay. So as a part of yesterday's discussion, I have shown how to create a Linux virtual machine. Okay. So complete details, what is virtual machine, what is operating system, instance type, pricing, everything, okay, is a part of Azure admin. Okay. Actually, that was happening in the morning sessions. So yeah, this is only prerequisites. The detailed discussions can be happened in morning hours. I told you, right? So in morning hours, one batch is going on. Okay, there we are going to discuss everything. So here and there, these 2 or 3 days, the topics might be repeated. Okay, so if you are attending Azure Admin and Azure DevOps, things might be repeated. Or don't worry about that. So today's agenda, our activities are to create a Windows 10 or 2016, Windows 10 or Windows 2016 server. And once my Windows 10 or Windows 2016 server is installed, okay, we set up Chaco. Okay, so what is Chaco actually? Chaco is a package management tool. Okay, for Windows operating systems. Like yesterday, we have used apt or apt-get, that is for Linux operating systems, and like apt or apt-get, here in Windows, we are going to use something like Chaco. So earlier, okay, if you want to install some package or software on Windows operating system, first we are downloading, then we are double clicking on that to install that. But that is a 2-step process. That is a non-DevOps and traditional approach. So as a DevOps engineer, okay, so we have to use as much as a CLI. Okay, we are not supposed to use any user interface, because whatever things you are doing from CLI can only be automated. So if you are doing things from UI, user interface, those activities cannot be automated. Remember that thing. So as a DevOps engineer, you have to minimize the usage of UI. Okay, you have to use commands as much as possible. Okay, so your package, Chaco is a package tool for Windows operating systems. And after that, once we set up Chaco, we set up Chrome browser. How to set up Chrome browser? So when you create a virtual machine, Windows 10 or Windows 2016, Microsoft Edge is installed. Chrome is not installed. We will say how to set up Chrome browser. Then finally, we install IIS, means this is Internet Information Service. This is a web server for .NET applications. Okay, as a part of Azure DevOps, we many times, okay, we are going to set up this 2016 or 2010, and we set up IIS many times as a part of release pipeline. So that is why you must have to know how to set it up in Windows servers or Windows 10. Okay, so once it is set up, we ensure that IIS is working. That is our responsibility. Okay. So this is our agenda today. So if time permits, we'll discuss other issues also. Okay. So let us go to our portal. I am inside my account. Okay. Now I told you, right? So from 3 places you can select services. So this is a first place favorites menu, from where you can select services. So I am selecting virtual machine service. And click on create. Select Azure virtual machine. And just come down and create a new resource group. The new resource group name will be Azure DevOps. Okay, virtual machine name is Windows VM. It is asking where you want to physically locate this virtual machine. Means I wanted to host this virtual machine in central USA or central India, whatever region it may be. Whatever you want, you can select that. Central USA is not given. Central USA is not given. Okay, I'm selecting East US. So availability zone, I don't matter. So you can select availability zone. I think in the East US there are no availability zones. About availability zones and availability sets, we will discuss later. And one more thing, here you have to choose operating system. Now, I wanted to select this one, Windows Server 2016 Data Center. Okay, I will also show how to create Windows 10 also. And are you seeing B1S? B1S is a small virtual machine. Okay, so here Windows is a huge operating system. So when you take B1S, okay, that machine is not sufficient for this huge operating system. That is why select one larger machine. So I am selecting this. What can I select? D4S V34. So it is having 4 virtual CPUs, 16 GB RAM. Why this much? Okay, I can select this one. 2 CPUs, 16 GB RAM. Okay, let it be like this. So username is Azure user. Okay, so for Windows operating system, by default 3389 port number is open. So in case of Linux, yesterday we have seen 22 port number is open. Okay, for Windows operating system, if you want to connect from remote to desktop, okay, remote server or Windows server, okay, you have to activate 3389. RDP stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. And just come down, licensing to existing Windows device. No, go to disks. Always select HDD because this is not any production system. Networking. We don't know anything about networking, right? Just leave these options as this. Click on review plus create. Meanwhile, I will choose. I will search for a query. Chaco install on Windows 2016. This is only one-time job. Once you set up this Chaco one time, okay, using Chaco you can install other softwares in a single step. So in the earlier days, if you want to install softwares, first we are downloading, then we are installing, okay, which takes a lot of time. But using this one, using Chaco, so you can install all the softwares within a single step. Okay. How far it is done? Now still it is going on. Meanwhile, I will copy this PowerShell script. I am writing create Windows 2016 server as shown in session recording. Next one is launch PowerShell in admin mode and execute the following PowerShell scripts. Don't forget to open PowerShell in admin mode. Then only you can execute this script. Okay, it is done, right? Go to resource. So when I go to resource, it is going to show me some information. Okay. Like what is the operating system and what is the size of the processor, public IP address, okay, resource group name, my subscription, location. Now here are you seeing something like public IP address? Just copy this public IP address. Here, just type run. And are you seeing MSTSC? This is a command to connect to your remote server. So whatever public IP address I have copied, just paste it over here. Okay, I am giving in the notes. Connect to the Windows Server 2016. Okay, by using MSTSC. So what is that command you have to use? That I don't give this public IP. Just I am going to write public IP. Public IP of your machine. Okay, because this might be different in your system. Copy. Okay. I think here it is there. Just click on OK. This is one method. From Connect also, you can download this RDP file. Okay, so when you click on RDP, a RDP file is downloaded. Just by double clicking on that, okay, it is going to show a dialog box in which you have to specify username and password. Okay, the username here I have given is Azure user. Password is, click on OK. Say yes. Now we are inside the Windows 2016 server. Here it is asking whether this machine can be accessible from internet. Say yes. So just to close it temporarily. Yeah, this is my virtual machine. Inside the virtual machine, activate PowerShell in which mode? Admin mode. Right click here and select Run as Administrator. Okay, here the font size is very small, right? I will increase the font size. And just here minimize this virtual machine. How to minimize it? They are using minimize option. Just click on this minimize. And whatever command we have copied from this one, PowerShell script. What is the command you have copied? This command you have copied, right? Once again, you will copy this. It has gone. Chaco installation. Scroll a little bit down. Copy this command. It is a large script. Don't worry about that. We need not to about that. Okay. Go to PowerShell and just paste it over here. Press enter. Now by using Chaco, you can install any other software in single step. So my Chaco installation will be successful. Okay. Say Control L to clear the screen. And now our next activity is to install Chrome browser, right? So to install Chrome browser, simply search like this: Chaco Chrome. That's it. A simple command is given to you. Okay, that command you have to execute from PowerShell admin mode. Okay, are you seeing a command? Chaco install Google Chrome. How simple command it is. Okay, here what I have to do? Close PowerShell and relaunch. Because if you want to take the effect of Chaco, we have to close it and we have to relaunch it. Then only Chaco installation will be reflected. Run as administrator and check the version, Chaco ---- version. The changes are not reflected. Once I sometimes we have to restart the server also. Immediately the changes will not be taken place. I'm going to restart it. I'm restarting a virtual machine, not my local laptop. And once again, take this public IP address, wait for some time because it has to be restarted. Just to click on here, restart also here. So here it will take few minutes to restart. Go to run once again. Let us wait for it to be restarted. What is the error? Okay, it is started again. Sometimes we have to restart the server, otherwise just by closing PowerShell window, relaunching it is enough. PowerShell. Now it is showing Choco version, right? Now minimize it and go to this one. How to set up Chrome browser? Choco, install Google Chrome. Okay, so just verify this command in the, because I did many times. Exactly this command I have given, copied. So presently Google Chrome is not there. So if you look at the desktop, okay, here Google Chrome is not available, only Microsoft Edge is there. So you can verify this. So if you close this server manager, okay, here only Microsoft Edge is there. Go to PowerShell and execute this command. So yeah, these are the basic activities of Azure admin. Okay, as a Azure admin, you should have to know all these things. You must be very familiar with all these things, like configuration of servers, creating servers, and you have to verify whether server is running or not. And you have to install some web server application server softwares. Okay, if required, you have to change port numbers. Okay, if port numbers are colliding, okay, you have to change the sometimes the default port numbers. You have to know all these things. Are you seeing first is it has downloaded in our older fashion? Okay, this was completely our activity, right? We had to download and we have to install it. Now we see whether Chrome is installed or not. Are you seeing Chrome is visible? Now you just directly click on this. From here itself, you can work on this. Okay, get started. Next. Set as default. Now here what I will do, here from here onwards, I will check how to install IIS server. So one more thing is pending, right? Okay, set like this, Azure, okay, Windows 2016, okay, setup IIS quick start. Just come down, you will see here this link. Okay, yes, so in this link a simple command is given. Okay, that command you have to execute to install IIS server. So what is that command they have given? This command, install Windows features, this command you have to execute. Yeah, this is a link. Okay, minimize this VM and in the browser, okay, search for IIS server setup. What is the link here? This is a link. What is the command you have to execute? Again, same story. Okay, so what is that story? Launch PowerShell in admin mode. Okay, to install IIS server. Okay, so what is that command you have to execute? Go to your virtual machine and this is the command. Okay, minimize it. In the notes, I will give this to you. And go to virtual machine once again. Go to PowerShell. Activate in admin mode. Just run this command. Now it is done. It is showing that success. Now, here how to verify whether it is working or not? This is a public IP address, right? Public IP address of my virtual machine. Paste it over here. It will definitely show that site cannot be reached. What can be the reason? We have installed IIS perfectly. Status was also showing success, but still it is showing this site cannot be reached. Can anyone tell the reason?
Maybe we need to restart the.
No. Restarting is not required.
Port number?
Yes. IIS will be running on the port number 80. We have to open port number. Here 80 is not open. See. Okay. Go to add inbound rules. Okay. So just I am giving 80. And what is this priority? We will discuss everything. For now, I am giving 100. 100 means least priority. Priority number is very low. Okay, once the security rule is added here, we can check once again. Are you seeing AIT is added? And refresh it. Are you seeing? The home page of Internet Information Services is open. This is a home page of IS. So this is the app server, app server for .NET applications.
Sir, this app server should be present to work for .NET.
ASP.NET.
ASP.NET. Okay, so this app server should be up and running every time when they work on ASP.NET application, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In release pipelines, we will see how to deploy our application into this app server.
Okay, so we'll be deploying application into app server, .NET application.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, there we are. There, so there, if I tell all of a sudden, things will be horrible, right? That is why before deploying, you have to know how to create these kind of servers.
Okay. Sir, every time we create these servers, or
why every time you create the servers?
If at all any user comes, new user, so do we need to create the new server for that particular?
No. Every time is not required. It is only one-time job.
Okay.
Okay. So that too.
So,
yes.
So for the new server, we need to give the new IP, right?
We are not going to give. We are not going to give any address at the IP. IP is generated by Azure. Now, did I give this IP now? I did not give this IP, right? In the overview section, okay, if you see this public IP address, did I give this IP address? Not, right?
Yeah, but if we want to log into new virtual machine and new server, we need to give new IP address, which will generate by Azure, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But in the reality, we don't create servers. This is only one-time job. Okay. So there is a scenario. I can explain in Azure admin sessions, because every time I cannot repeat the sessions here. And imagine we are running one e-commerce application like Amazon, Flipkart, and in that my application is hosted. E-commerce application is hosted. Generally, in the month of December and January, okay, so we have some offer days, right? In the USA or India, from India also we have some offer periods. So generally in that month, 2 months, traffic is increased. So when the traffic is increased, one single server is not enough. Okay, we have to launch many servers, but we don't launch manually. Okay, so in Azure admin there is a concept called virtual machine scale set. So in the virtual machine scale set, we are going to specify a condition, CPU metric. Okay, what is that? So whenever the usage of CPU is more than 75%, okay, add one more server. Okay, so server will be added automatically, dynamically, without our involvement. And whenever CPU usage is lesser than 20%, reduce one server, decrease one server, because that is to save the cost. When as the number of servers are increased, billing is increased, right? And when there is no traffic, after completion of offer period, okay, less people will be using the server. So because of that reason, okay, servers are reduced to save the cost. Is my idea clear?
So the server will be created automatically and attached to the instance.
Yes, server will be created automatically.
Okay, so once the load is reduced, then it will be deleted.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, shall we do one more server, Windows 10?
Yes, sir.
So in Windows 10, the process will be a little bit different. Okay, I will show. Click on Create Azure Virtual Machine. Okay, I'm using my old resource group. The resource group name is, already we created one group, Azure DevOps. Virtual machine name is Windows 10. Okay, so it can be in some other region because I cannot create two CPUs, more than two CPUs in a single region. Okay, that is a restriction in a free trial account. In pay-as-you-go, there is no restriction, but when it comes to free trial, you cannot create more than 4 CPUs in one region. Remember that. That is a restriction given by Microsoft.
Sir, if at all a free trial has been expired in 1 month, we need to create another account again?
No. You have to convert to pay-as-you-go.
Oh, but the bill, what will be the bill will be
Yeah, you have to
generated?
pay the bill, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this time I'm selecting Windows 10. Windows, sorry, did I select Windows 10, 11? Windows 10 Pro. Okay. Now, here come to this, the size is unavailable in West US. So we have to choose some other region. Here I am selecting something like UK South. Now it is okay. The size is not available in zone 1. No zones are supported. Who is asking the zones? Man, North Europe. Okay, here I am giving some username, same Azure user. So by default, this port number is open. You have to confirm license agreement here. Go to disks, select HDD. Don't choose premium SSD, okay? Because unnecessarily that is going to increase your cost. Okay, click on review plus create. Because we don't know anything about networking, monitoring, everything, right? So in Windows 10, this process execution of this command will not work. So in Windows 2016 server, okay, we executed this command, right? Install Windows features, okay, name web server, include management tools. Okay, so this command will not work in Windows 10. Okay, there is a separate process. Let us see that process. And every time when a virtual machine is created, always remember every virtual machine contains one NIC card, network interface card, one public IP address, hard disk is attached, network security group is attached. Okay, these many things are created along with your virtual machine.
Sir, don't we have a private IP for this server?
Private IP is also there, but within the same network, if you want to connect to other virtual machine, you can use private IP address. But this is our external network, right? From outside, we are connecting.
Yes, right.
This is NSG, network security group. This is IP, and this is virtual network, and this is NIC card, and this is virtual machine. Okay, every time when a virtual machine is created, okay, these many components are created. Public IP is created, NSG is created, network security group is created, and one virtual network is created, and network interface card is also created. This is virtual machine. These are all created already. Okay, so presently it is creating now. Now are you seeing it is completed? Go to resource, and are you seeing this is a separate public IP address? Again, you have to go to run. Here, change the IP address. Say okay. So what is that username I have given? Is it Azure user?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now another server is opening now. This is Windows 10, the Windows 10 server. Let it be created. Once it is created, okay, I will go and execute all such commands. Suppose I want to install Python. How do you install Python? Can anyone tell? I want to install Python in my system. How to install Python? Just say accept. No one is responding. How to install Python?
I'm going to Choco. So Choco install Python using a PowerShell.
Without Choco, how it can be done?
Via exe or
EXE.
You have to download some MSI installer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this command I'm executing. Windows from Windows 10. Copy this. which is what here. This time we will deal separately. I don't install Google Chrome because already I have shown how to install Google Chrome. I will show how to install Python or MySQL Server. Any other software you can do within single step. Okay, just minimize it. Go to web browser and just search for Choco Python. Just come down. Are you seeing a simple command? This command you have to execute. We don't require pre. Say Control L to clear the screen. Are you seeing it is downloading? Remember, DevOps job means always troubleshooting. When you are facing troubleshooting, feel that it is a great opportunity to you. If errors are not coming, you cannot learn anything. Okay, in the organization also, if there is no troubleshooting, they will not appoint you. If everything is going in a smoother way, why they will appoint you? Okay, always we have to be very confident with troubleshooting. Okay, so troubleshooting. So things can be learned from troubleshooting, from experience. What is this? So this is a headache. If I don't give -y at the time of Choco install -y, Choco install, this is a headache. It is going to take permissions. Every time it is going to be a headache. Whether you want to install that on that script, this script, whether you want to download that one, this one. Okay. So at the time of installing, say -y. That is for auto approval. It does not ask anything during installation. Again, to say yes.
For real time, what is the tool we use instead of Choco for installing at a single time?
There is no alternate for Choco.
Oh,
Definitely they will use Choco only.
okay.
Because Choco is a newly introduced tool. Okay, of course, many of the members does not know anything about Choco. Okay, so many of the people knows about apt M, but most of the people does not know about Choco. People still will use traditional way. Okay. We have to close it. Relaunch PowerShell. Are you seeing 3.10.8 is installed? Since I did not close it, it was not showing anything. Since I closed and I relaunched it, it was showing the version. Okay. Guys, till this point, any questions, any doubts?
Sir, one doubt, it might be silly, but sir, you created one virtual machine and install all these softwares, right? If at all we need to give to multiple users, then what is the process of giving to multiple users the same server?
Yesterday I told you, right? You have to create Active Directory. Okay,
Yeah.
within the Active Directory, you have to specify that username. And that user, for that user, you have to give some permissions. So
Okay.
that according to your permissions, he will be able to do some activities.
Okay, with the only single server?
It is in the network, right? In the industries, no one is going to use a single server.
Right.
If it is a desktop means, are you knowing about creating users? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so presently the default user is admin user.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't want to give admin privilege to every user, you can create a new user in a desktop also, right? You can give
Yes.
some privilege to him.
Right.
Now, shall I show IA setup? But it takes 5 to 10 minutes of time.
Okay, sir.
What do you want to tell me? Shall I stop the session? Shall I show it?
Show it, sir. Continue.
Okay. Add, not add. Programs and features. You have to go into not this one. Here, select this option. Turn Windows features on or off. Here you are going to see one option called Internet Information Services. This option is there. Select this option, expand it, and every option must be selected over here. Okay, so did I miss anything? I've enabled all these options, right? Because if you miss in one single box, things will be going wrong. Your server is not installed. Guys, did I select all the boxes?
Yes, sir. I think all are selected.
Under Internet Information Services.
Yeah.
Okay, say okay.
Sir, the down we have another Internet Information Services hostable web core. Do we need to select that one also? Not required.
Where? Hostable web core. Okay, that is not required.
Okay.
Okay, just click on this. Let Windows update and download features. Okay, so it will take 5 minutes of time. Let us wait. So as a part of Azure DevOps, next week we are going to start Git. Actually, it is not a committed one. Even though I would like to take one external Git repository, external version control system. Actually, as per our course, okay, we are supposed to cover Azure repos. Okay, apart from Azure repos, okay, I want to also cover Git. Okay, so how to create local repository, how many types of version control systems are there, so what are the drawbacks of previous version control system, okay, why many people are using Git bash, okay, how you can push the code from local repository to remote repository. So that kind of interesting things we are going to discuss from next week onwards. Okay, so that is a part of Azure DevOps.
Sir, Git can we use for this one also, right? .NET also, GitHub?
For any thing you can use Git.
Okay. Because we have here repos, right?
In our course, Azure DevOps course, our major focus is on .NET, Java, Python, because these are the three leading technologies, right?
Yes, sir, right.
So we are going to focus on three languages.
Okay, so generally Microsoft Azure will use which version control tool, sir? Is it repos only, internal tool, or?
Yes, version control system means it is Git. Internally, it is going to use Git.
Okay. Repos means it like GitHub, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have class on Monday, right? Tomorrow and after tomorrow is holiday, or Monday?
Yeah, Monday to
holiday.
Friday. Our classes will be from Monday to Friday only.
We have any holiday on Diwali, any specific days? Or?
So actually, when is Diwali?
Someone saying 25th, 24th.
24th,
Monday.
25th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if any holiday is there, we will mail you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it is telling that completed. Close it. Now go to your virtual machine. Not virtual machine, Azure portal. And this is Windows 10, right? Again, I have to open 80 port number here also. Add inbound port rule. Give very lesser number. The overview. The public IP address. If it is not working, means something is missing up. It is added, right? Yeah, this is another VM. Are you seeing? Here also the IAS is successful. It takes some time. Immediately the changes are not reflected. Okay, this is how you can set up Windows 2016, Windows 2010. Okay, whatever we have discussed today are most important for our build and release pipelines. So if any questions are there, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will stop it for today. I will share these notes in the Google Drive.
As of now, nothing, sir. No questions.
Okay, thank you guys. I'm stopping the meeting. Okay.
Sir, before, sir, we need to delete these VMs, sir, or else it will get charged, right? Or
Yeah,
as of-
okay. So you have you have remembered correctly in correct time. Okay, better you remove resource group because to avoid unnecessary charges,
okay.
please go to resource groups. Okay, you have reminded me correct in the correct time. Where we can see resource groups. Just a minute.
In all sources,
It-
sir, there is resource group. Yeah, resource.
Yeah.
Top.
Resource groups.
Yes, sir.
Here, this one. Select Azure DevOps resource group because unnecessarily these are very larger machines. Okay, unnecessarily my charges are wasted. In your case also, if you are not using, please remove resource group. When you remove resource group, okay, everyone is removed because the two virtual machines are a part of resource group, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir, even shutdown will keep charging, sir.
Definitely, because when you shut down the machine, hard disk cannot be shut down, right? Hard disk will be charged.
Hmm. Okay, sir, understood. So let me go.
Sir, I think, but in AWS, if you shut down, there'll not be any charge, right, sir?
In AWS also hard disk will be running, right? CPU can be stopped, hard disk cannot be stopped.
Yeah, right.
Now you are you will be free from charges. So I'm stopping the guy. I'm stopping this meeting, guys. The next week we are going to meet again. Happy Diwali.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.